Hello everybody, it's Mystic, and welcome back to my library. This is my playthrough and reaction to the new Hildibrand content that we got in Endwalker 6.15. This is part 1. I only have the first 2 quests available, as does everybody else. The others are going to be coming as time goes on, but I wanted to get this going and see where the shenanigans of Hildibrand take us this time. And let's see where this goes. We are talking to this Lalafell, who I believe was the person that kept stalking Nashu in the Stormblood version. So he made his way to Radzat-Han, it seems. So I'm curious where that's going to go. Let's see. The Sleeping Gentleman. The pungent Lalafell can scarcely conceal his excitement. Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've had with her, of course, but I know I left an impression. Oh, I remember you, buddy. That creepy little bastard who smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years. Frankly, considering how many blows to the head I've taken, I'm lucky I haven't forgotten my own name. I mean, it's true, but we're gonna go with the first one because, yeah. Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. Ew. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah, I found her here in Radzat-Han. Normally, I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no sign of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hope of rousing him, but to no avail. Don't call her your Nashu. That's gross. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over by the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over in Elembek. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go quickly. Save my beloved. Oh my god, he's behind the box. You're not fooling anyone, buddy. Ah, that should do it. Now to take this medicine and... Hi, Nashu. I've missed you. Core, Celeste, it's been forever. Though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. I guess that would be the joke in that there was no Hildibrand for Shadowbringers. What brings you to Radzat-Han? Enjoying a spawn of adventuring? Or perhaps... Then you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildibrand's gone into hibernation again. And, oh wait, you're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So, back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? Yeah. Where'd you go? How that strange rift opened up, which the inspector then got sucked into, and how I followed him in after? Yes. Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. You were in the Upside Down? Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectorial rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about. But hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. So I guess this was the setup for us to do the Hildibrand questline in the Shadowbringers area, because that would have been a different realm. But since that never happened, I guess they're kind of having to, you know, make the story a little different. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shakshuka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us? Former evil mastermind? Not so bad once you get to know him. Oh, the guy that actually caused Greg to get all possessed? Actually, he did it to the father, too. You! Pleased I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubraka, chairman of the Sajatra concern. The Shakshuka. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us is not contemplating enslaving the rich and powerful to bend to the world to their whim? I pray you forgive my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering in the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand the words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awakened and return to full health. And with that, if you would excuse me, I have to see to other business. Okay. See you later. I don't trust you one bit. Yeah. 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 Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? Ah, but that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I have high hopes for this new recipe. I suppose I gotta look in at the Manderville man himself. Yeah, I probably should. It sounds an awful lot like he might actually still be in the first. By all means, the inspector is resting in a room up in Kama. A week or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra has taken care of everything, even paid the rent in full. Ah, but I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Oh, finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? Well, he's a soulless husk, which is less than ideal. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. Yeah, that would be that one. I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do I wake him up? I have to go there, I think. Return his soul to his body. But where did he go and what is it doing there? That is a long story. Probably went to the first to become the Gentleman of Darkness, as you do. I think he's gone to another world wholly unlike ours, but still slightly like ours. A world of contrast. No, we're going to do the first one. This is a very Manderville thing to have happened to him. I see. Right. So you can go there? Yep. Great. In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep, or having forgotten a thing or two. But don't worry, I've prepared my traditional medicine, just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there. Did she give me salamander oil? I am not massaging him again. Oh no, she gave me bombs. Okay. Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman sense tells me that's not why you're here. Yeah, I'm looking for a gentleman. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Hume, burly, wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. He was wearing a tattered suit, most like. Honestly, he's probably wearing a tattered suit. Yeah, sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors. Oh my god, we get to work with Giat! That's amazing! Okay, come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. So, make it quick. This ale isn't going to drink its shelf. Oh god, I love her so much. This makes me so happy. If it ain't still last, what brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that, back there on the battlefield, after you ran off to do more hero work. At first I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit Whatsits, but no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me, damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, ghost," and sent him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I, a chirurgeon? Also, I kept my bug waiting long enough. Good talk. Oh my gosh, you have been ever so helpful. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? Oh, Thaler! I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Vonard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Vonard, so let's come back to track down a missing friend. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. I wouldn't call him a friend per se, but I too happen to be looking for a man prone to posing. I mean, he's kind of a friend. I do like him. If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. Yeah, we can do that. It would be an honor and a great help. We were just about to leave to gather the testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Sullen when you've finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Oh, that fellow. I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low and the sky turning dark, and I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. And would you believe it, this odd-looking man led me out into the forest and set me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just stuck his pose and walked off. Struck his pose. I can totally read. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd on my way to deliver fish to the Ostdaler Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know, it was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Why, yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurked in the forest and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has the poser caused no harm, he even helped people? So he is a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look next, shall we? Hildy, where are you? Well, here we are, but how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Maybe one of us needs to get in trouble. Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind, and we'll back you up to the best of our ability. Oh wait, I'm gonna dance, aren't I? Yep. But which one? Probably the original, I would think. The reaction is just the best. The reaction is the best. Oh my gosh. Hark, what familiar gentlemanly gyrations are these? Hildy? What? Wait, what? He's a light warden? What? On your guard, it's a Sin Eater. I'm not too worried. No, wait, that's no Sin Eater. It's the Gentleman of Light. It's Hildibrand. We'll go with that one. Gentleman of Light? Who is this Gentleman of Light whom you speak? I am the Forgiven Gentleman, Devourer of Sins, Light Warden Extraordinaire. You're not a Sin Eater. You're Hildibrand, the Gentleman Inspector. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me, you're a Gentleman Inspector. We'll go with this one. Inspector? Sin Eater? Inspector? Sin Eater? You're acquainted with this, gentleman? Right then. Clearly your friend has been through a lot, but still, how did he get his head that he's a sin eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories? Oh, yeah. It's usually the only way to do it. Explosives! We're trying to save him, right? Go me! Oh, volleyball. Thank you, Thaler. I have little legs. We are playing volleyball with a bomb, as one does. Spike it! Come on, me, spike it! Ah, that's the Hildibrand I know. Wicked White, we've killed him! No, it's fine, he's alive. I say, Celeste, I had resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology, but you too, my Brutus fiend friend? God, I love this. But never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Isn't it pretty? Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectorial Rift. Oh, it has been a while since I've had one of these. Huh? Where am I? Who am I? Oh, there's Gyat. That sickening light, that aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, aren't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking. Yeah, no. Piss off, ghost! Oh my god. Poor Hildy, he can't catch a break. heck are you doing? Did he actually scare off a Sin Eater? Run for your lives, it's a Sin Eater. Sin Eater? I'll be damned. I saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a Sin Eater. I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. That's Hildy for you. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? Well, we're in the first. Yep. The first? The first what? Are you telling me we somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Yes, I am. Good gods, to think I've transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. A soulful reunion. Hildibrand is back and full of spectral beans? While I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember, we should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Yeah, I mean, it's easy for me. Restore my soul with a spirit vessel. Say no more, your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. Oh no. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier. A soul sommelier. Cool. We require... I know a soul sommelier named Becklug. We'll go with that one. Splendid. I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Becklug a visit. Yep. I'm not sure what you're plotting to do with souls, but if you require Becklug's assistance, we can help. Aye, they've aided us time and again, and I reckon they do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Okay, I have not seen Becklug in ages. I wonder how they're doing. If you're ready, I'll call for Becklug. I'm ready. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You come highly recommended by Celeste, and what an adorable little puppy you have. Hildy? Soul, what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Celeste? I have half a mind to have him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he's a friend of yours, and one in need no less? Yeah, yep. Sorry about that. What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? Yet you waltz in here and ask me this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. I'm really sorry. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? If only he knew how you were using it. Fortunately, I have a porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at the risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, there is a chance he will not survive. That is, his very essence will be rent asunder. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. That's a risk I'm willing to take. After what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. It's true. Celeste knows me too well, I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog. You needn't worry for Hildibrand, Heliodor, Maximilian Manderville. Yes, I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried, and they have. Come along then, Hild. I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to your soul siphon, and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. Poor Becklug. I haven't seen them in so long, and this is how I meet them again. Is it done? You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his soul and memories intact. If there's nothing else, Vonna and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Celeste, if all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. It's been good to see you too. Till we meet again, rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Huh. That's a mistake. It says that Thaler is speaking in the third person, which I don't think he is. Because that's not Thaler, that's Vonard. Bye, I'll miss you. I'm really sorry about the whole dog puppy thing. You are still kind of adorable, and I want to give you ear scritches, though, I'm not gonna lie. Where'd he go? You're back, and not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. The inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The inspector's body has gone missing. We went to the markets to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked every door was locked before we left, but there's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We've got a case on our hands, the case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's get started looking for witnesses. Is the little Lalafell around? Yeah, he's right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did anyone get carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to make note of any comings or goings. Sorry I couldn't be more help. It's okay. I forgive you. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that will help us in our investigations. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delion, Editor-in-Chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena at our isle. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance, and I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident. But I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. We just came back from there. They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our building, our very bodies. What kind of publication do you run exactly? Is this like the National Enquirer? You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could. And it is. Your dear friend the inspector has been abducted by aliens. Oh, but he'll be fine, I assure you. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor, deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? They might one day take over our world. I can't with this Lalafell. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators, for the Sharlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I'm the one that did the thwarting. I don't know anything about this. I had hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions, but it would seem they have only been emboldened by them, if they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Razathan. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone on a sterile bed in their base on the surface of the moon. Are we talking about the Loperids? That would be perfect for this, actually. Where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears with fiendish delight. It's the Loperids. Ah, but I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake. He got abducted by the Loperids? Oh no, that sounded awful. We have to go to the moon and save the inspector. You make it sound so easy. I mean, it is, but I think he was a few materia short of a full meld. At least he got the floppy ears part right. Yeah. I mean, he was also a few materia short of a full meld. So you don't think our inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him? The Loperids. Oh my god. A man carrying a suspiciously large sack. That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Oh, Lalafel's gone. Wait, if he's gone, where did he go? He's always following Nashu. Is he still here? Did he move? He can't move yet. She hasn't left. I might have missed him? Or maybe he went somewhere else. I'm like making it my life's mission to find him every time. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Nashu is now accompanying you. Keep her at her... Okay, yeah. We've done these before. Pariga and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts, too. Longer than anyone I've ever met in Eorzea. The man with the sack. Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended to Alzadal's path, then went over to the fountain, where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godbird at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. A man with a large sack. Ha! You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. At first I told him to get lost, that Bert and I go way back and so forth, but he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. And now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's Welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot. Never mind the sack. Did you hear that, Celeste? We have to head to Saltwind's Welcome right away. Oh my god, the Lalafel's here. How is he even... He's a fast little guy. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there, that man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. We should stay out of sight and see what happens. Of course she's sleeping. Him! Of course it is! Ah, Mr. Chupacabra, but he expressly told us he had put his evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? He absolutely would. The goods appear to be none the worse for the wear. Very well. Your payment is promised. My client will be most pleased. Who you talking to? What? Oh no, is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster? No, I don't think so. It is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugay. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. Lugay! Wait a minute. He was in a dungeon at one point, right? Or was it a trial? I can't remember. That name is familiar, though. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world. The Manderville man. None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is even said he survived a journey to Dolomites himself and survived the Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma, from which I am assured he will never awake. You're free to do to his body as you please. Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel. That's... okay, yeah, I thought so. But my next child will be all but invincible. With this body-mind command, I will exact a bloody, glorious revenge. Forgive my boldness, Dr. Lugay, but when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. With the Telophoroi gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And I shall gladly accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance. Yeah, of course not. About those comeuppance. Not you! Not now! Bah, I must away! That's right, I kicked your butt once, I'll do it again! Wait, Dr. Luge, my payment! Wake up, Inspector! Oh, God. Could it be? The world's no longer purple. What the hell? Stop moving, damn you! You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge. Hildy, what'd you do? No, don't. What? Mommy! Are you going to the moon right now? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I think he might be going to the moon. Yep. Yep. Or not. Nope. Actually, never mind. Not again! Oh no. What are you doing? Why are there buttons on that? No! Well... Wait, are they being arrested? I assume so, right? And as per usual. Oh, he's in a different pose at least. I say that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my old world once again. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants, but rejoice, for Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. And there's the Loperets. Yes? No? That's not a Loperet ship. What is that? Hi. What? Oh my god. Okay, well. I don't think I've ever seen the Loperets fly that kind of ship before. Wait, Inspector! I knew it, an alien abduction, and to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes. This month's issue of the Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet. And just when I thought we had finally gotten this inspector back, off he went. And then he came back, and then he floated off again. Yeah, well, what else is new? It's literally what my character is saying right now. We'll get him back. I'm sure. Think he's on the moon. I know the low Brits. We should be okay. I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Radzat-Han. Yep. Let's go back. Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again, and where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again! And don't you worry, Celeste. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time! Meanwhile, in Mare Lamentorum... Oh my god. Wait, it's one of those radish guys, I think? Wait, no, what the heck are those? I don't know what those were. What is this? With astute mind and explosive panache, he'll find the crime, crack the case in a flash. Dashing debonair, pure gentleman's flair, our agent of inquiry, Hildibrand Mandervale. Vale. Truth and justice never go out of style. See you, Inspector. Alright, so that wraps up the first part of the Manderville quest line, and that was every bit as amazing as I thought it would be. I love these quests so much, and I'm really glad I got to play it here for you all on YouTube. Don't forget, if you like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitch. I do try to stream there 2 to 3 times a week. I'm just about done with Spiritfarer. I know I say this like every time, but I am almost done with Spiritfarer this time, and we're going to be moving on to Final Fantasy X once I'm done, so you can follow me there if you want to watch that. And you can also follow me on Twitter, and you can join the Discord. I have links for all of those down in the description box below. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!